A very good morning to you all. Market opening ceremonies are organized at the CSE trading floor to celebrate important developments in the Sri Lankan capital market and business. The bell ringing ceremony today celebrates the occasion of the listing of Luminex Ltd. Shares of Luminex Ltd will be listed on the CSE's Dhirisavi board and will be classified under the capital goods sector. Luminex Ltd is a leading engineering company and a telecom infrastructure engineering company with over 35 years of experience. The company is also involved in civil engineering and water projects. Luminex Ltd is a leading telecom outside plant construction partner for Sri Lanka Telecom and Dialog Asiata and a civil construction contractor for public and private entities. As we congratulate the company on the listing, we thank you for joining us today. To commence the proceedings this morning, we present the official corporate video of the Colombo Stock Exchange and Luminex Ltd.
Banking on the entrepreneurial spirit of the Sri Lankan people, the Colombo Stock Exchange builds on a share trading tradition that has existed in Sri Lanka for over a century. The business of share trading that commenced with plantation companies in 1896 continues to thrive today as a matured and vibrant stock market that mobilizes capital flows of over 300 billion rupees a year.
We have leveraged on the combined experience and expertise of the industry to leapfrog on multiple fronts. As we look towards a possible re-rating of the market upwards, what is on the cards are major infrastructure developments, new product introductions, widening of the investor base, building a sustainable business model, and most importantly, working with the government and the regulator to position the CSE as a pivotal point for capital raising.
The CSE in its present form began in 1985 when the Colombo Securities Exchange Guarantee Limited was incorporated as a company limited by guarantee formed by 7 stockbroker firms. Today, as the operator of the stock market in Sri Lanka, we offer state-of-the-art pre-trade, trade and post-trade platforms. Our stakeholder base also includes the regulator, the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka, over 700,000 local and foreign institutional and individual investors, members of staff of the stock exchange, and other market intermediaries who go and make up the ecosystem of the Sri Lankan capital market.
Stock exchange operations around the globe have evolved significantly, and so has the CSE. Our trading operations, which started with an open outcry system and investors visiting the public trading floor, today is delivered through a state-of-the-art multi-asset class automated trading system and a central depository system. CSE has engaged in a drive to digitalize all stakeholder touchpoints in the stock market, enabling end-to-end connectivity electronically.
CSE over the years have invested in technology because we understand a robust, secure and cutting-edge technology is the backbone of a modern exchange. Today our IT systems and infrastructure supports a sustainable business model by securing processing transactions, generating accurate and real-time market data, and offering speedy, convenient, reliable access to the market users. We have also focused strengthening our information and cybersecurity and building internal capabilities to support the market-wide digitization strategy.
Establishing regulatory readiness to navigate through a Sri Lankan business landscape that has changed substantially since CSE was first established has been a material focus.
Regulation must evolve to support the development plan or the development strategy of the exchange, and that is something that we have always followed. Compared to the inception of the Colombo Stock Exchange 35 years ago, we have been able to transform our listing framework to make it really attractive for issuers to come and raise capital by listing their securities through the Colombo Stock Exchange. And for this purpose, we have been able to diversify our listing platforms and listing boards, giving them various listing options to benefit. In terms of overall regulation, our focus has always been investor protection, creating and maintaining a fair and orderly market, and also facilitating capital formation.
The CSE has taken decisive steps to diversify from a single product market to one that offers multiple products. Real estate investment trusts, the creation of an OTC market for repos on corporate debt, trading of gold products, and stock borrowing and lending are already in the process of being introduced. On the regulatory and governance fronts, the new SEC Act, we believe, will be an important development covering regulatory changes required to continue to safeguard investor rights.
The investor base in the Sri Lankan stock market has grown steadily, and measures taken by CSE to increase the retail investor base and foreign investment fund flows rapidly to create a vibrant securities market have been focused and consistent. We have used multiple strategies to attract local and foreign investors. End-to-end digitalization is helping us to widen the local investor base. The Invest Sri Lanka series has been effective in taking the message of our stock market and opportunities globally, and in attracting foreign fund flows into the country. As we look ahead, CSE envisions to play a competitive role and be among the leading regional markets, harnessing our key strengths of the established infrastructure and the reputation built.
We have evolved, we have changed, we have developed. But one thing that remains unchanged is our focus on maintaining the integrity and the quality of the market.
We will continue our journey towards success, and we value our stakeholders whose confidence in us stood unaltered. I would like to recognize the role played by our listed companies, our investors, and all market intermediaries who placed confidence in the CSE. I also recognize the untiring efforts of board members, present and past, as well as the CSE staff, including those who served previously.
Colombo Stock Exchange, a transformative past, a vibrant future.
Luminex Private Limited is one of the leading contractor company in Sri Lanka for telco, electrical and civil infrastructure development.
You must be wondering what drives us, what inspires us. What makes us eye-shining motivate to achieve more and more, which is nothing but 7 digits project management philosophy. We, in Luminex, are driven by technology, challenges, opportunity and seamless experience towards growth in the field of construction. Every day we take new step to open new path and evolve, addressing the future as a subject of the present. Everything started in 1986 in the city of Moratuwa when 2 engineers decided to join experiences to start the enterprise, Luminex. Initially they were in electrical construction, and year after year they expanded, diversifying the business and turned into one of the leaders in telco construction industry in Sri Lanka today. Evolution and continuous improvement are in our DNA. We believe that it is always necessary to do better. There is a one thing we like the most, which is facing the challenges whether locally or globally, which lead us to grow year after year, expanding the operation through 8 fully equipped branch offices and 6 sub-offices manned by over 500 in-house diligent employees, including 40 qualified engineers. Cultivating the synergy for the diverse workforce, resulting in a passion to better innovate and elevate our proven performance in 20 SLT regional telecom office managers areas. What make us different? We recognize the importance to be meticulous, and our focus on detail is ensuring everything fall in no place and applying passion in all that we touch. 7 digits project discipline framework makes us unique player in the telecommunication infrastructure development.
We challenge the status quo by innovating the technical and technology into the thing we touch by pushing the boundaries. Robust and flexible software solution we innovated hand in hand with our software vendors for has changed the way we work and think by converting inefficient, inaccurate, time-consuming, and rigid manual process into a more flexible and rich user-friendly experience to our clients.
Special locations change. The only thing that is constant in this universe, which makes some people uncomfortable, but we see it as an opportunity. Fastest decision making, mobile workforce, ever-changing regulations. Process innovation and digitalized information ecosystem make the foundation of our agile project management to match the speed of the businesses. Specially designed machineries, skillful engineers, technical evangelists, sophisticated software systems and visionary management is our platform to build up the future-centric seamless design. What the world is to see tomorrow, we at Luminex has developed today. Whenever you need a solution with new technology, you can think of Luminex, where you will find a team of engineers studying the subject and bring about a solution in no time. Knowledge, skills, and right level of exposure are the three major pillars of our competency spectrum. We introduce special machineries to cater for the state-of-the-art telecom technologies. Micro-trenching, horizontal direct drilling, cable blowing are some successful footprints of our competency pathway. Personal and professional development constitute the theme in Luminex, periodic training, vocational training that qualify the apprentices to work in technical activity. Preparing them to be a part of technology and innovation, along with ethics and integrity concepts which lead to bring up a technician, competent with the skills such as cable laying cabinets, FDP's installation, splicing and termination provision of new FTTH connections. All other OSP service. Our international standard certification lays down the foundation of end-to-end quality assurance, but quality does not just end up here. We propagate product quality management culture in the minds of our workforce. Accurate implementation, conformity to specifications and customer satisfaction illustrate quality of end-to-end engagement to the things we touch. Quality material, appropriate machinery, and well-defined process have unlocked the doors to partnerships with world-leading organizations like ZTT, one of the top 10 ODM material and equipment manufacturers in China, KNET South Korea, a leading global microduct solution provider. Luminex, backed up with their brilliant track record, was entrusted by Sri Lanka Telecom the prestigious opportunity to engineer the pilot FTTH project in 2014 at the Colombo World Trade Center building. Luminex, the synonym of quality FTTH infrastructure solution provider, has installed about 55,000 FTTH ports up to now across the island, showing its capacity, superlative engagement and strong desire. Bridging the reliability, technology, and the needs, turning dreams into reality, Luminex has successfully delivered FTTH facilities to the landmark buildings in Colombo in the recent past. Colombo City Center, Shangri-La Altair Spathodia Building, Sky Gardens. What is even more excited is the 22 continuous years of engagement in telco sector out of 33 years of success story of Luminex. Luminex staff emerging from the friendliest atmosphere. Equality and belongingness on a flat hierarchy, performance-driven mindset ensure the high-quality performance to the client whoever be a part of our amazing journey. We make it happen, make it with passion. Make it different, make it with care. Make it together, make it with pride. Do it like no other. Luminex.
Now, I am pleased to invite our first speaker today, Mr. Rajiv Bandaranaike, Chief Executive Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange, to deliver the welcome remarks of the ceremony.
Good morning, and I would like to warmly welcome all of you today to this very special occasion where we mark the listing of Luminex Ltd on the Dhirisavi board of the Stock Exchange. We have a traditional bell-ringing ceremony, as a company joining the CSE is a very special occasion for all of us. In particular, I would like to welcome our special guests on this occasion. Representing Luminex Ltd, its chairman, Mr. Harsha De Silva, Managing Director, Mr. Juan Fernando, Director and CEO, Mr. Upul Lekhamge, Mr. Asoka Hettigoda, and members of the board of Luminex and the management team at Luminex. Representing the managers to the issue, Navara Capital is Chief Operating Officer Mr. Jayashankar Alahendra and his team today. I would also like to welcome our Chief Regulatory Officer Mr. Renko Vijayawardana and his team at the CSC. As an engineering establishment which is in the field of telecom, electrical, sewage and civil construction, as we saw in the video today, Luminex Ltd will add value, we are sure, to the stock market with the inclusion of the company to the Dhirisavi board of the CSC. Luminex, incidentally, is our 5th equity listing for the year 2022. We're extremely happy and pleased to have companies from diverse backgrounds represented on the CSC, as it's important to have established companies like yours, as we saw from the video too, with a good track record on our portfolio so that investors will have a growing base of options to invest in. For companies, quite apart from the capital raising function, the stock market also provides the opportunity for the company to discover a price for their shares and help unlock value and create wealth for shareholders. The CSC has been working over the years to encourage Sri Lankan companies of all scales and from different industries to use the capital market as an alternate form of raising capital. So over the years, we have taken many steps and initiatives together with the regulator, the SEC, and investment banks to make the process of listing easier and less onerous. It is therefore evident that our collective endeavors have yielded positive results, as we saw particularly in the last 2 years. So today we are extremely pleased to welcome yet another company to our fold. Luminex, no doubt, would have thought about the stock market as a vehicle to unlock value for their company, create wealth for their shareholders, and improve the governance and accountability of the company through adherence to the compliance framework of the CSC. So in conclusion, let me take this opportunity to wish all of you at Luminex good luck and good wishes as you step into the fold of a public company. I wish you all a very good morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bandanayaka. May I now kindly invite Dr. Harsha De Silva, Chairman of Luminex Ltd, to the podium to share the remarks on behalf of the company.
Good morning, Rajiv Bandanayaka, the CEO of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Renko Vijayawardana, Chief Regulatory Officer, my fellow directors at Luminex Ltd, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be here today speaking to you as the chairman of Luminex Ltd. A very important day for our company where Luminex joins a lead group of less than 300 companies as a listed entity on the Colombo Stock Exchange. Luminex Ltd, as you have seen already, commenced its journey in 1986. Over the last 35 years, the company has grown to be a formidable force in the telecom infrastructure and general engineering fields. Last year, the company reported a turnover of 3.1 billion rupees and a profit after tax of 489 million rupees. We have a staff strength of about 570 people who operate across from 29 operation centers across the country. Luminex is also a ISO 9001 certified company and holds EM1 grading from SIDA, which speaks well for the professionalism of the company and the people involved. We are also very pleased and quite happy with the successful conclusion of the IPO, even during some of the worst possible socio-economic and political situations Sri Lanka has ever faced. We are encouraged by the response and would like to say a special thank you for all the investors who placed confidence in the company. I believe it is also appropriate for me to say a special thank you to the new listing team at the Colombo Stock Exchange, as well as the issue management team at Navara Capital for making this IPO success, enabling us to be listed on the stock exchange today. Personally and as a team, we strongly believe in the resilience of the Sri Lankan economy, its people, and therefore we are determined as a company more than ever to forge ahead and to make our contribution to the Sri Lankan economy even during these most difficult times. We would strive to do our part as a good corporate citizen and provide the necessary backing for people and the government of Sri Lanka in any way we can. And I would also like to say that we are also very confident about the resilience of the Sri Lankan Colombo stock market and the value proposition it offers, and would like to encourage everyone by our example not to be disheartened and discouraged by the negative market sentiments, but to make use of the opportunities available. For all the Luminex staff present here today, I would like to say a special thank you for all the hard work and dedication which has enabled this Luminex to be listed entity today, where all of you can be proud of being part of one of the handful of or elite few of companies to be listed on the stock exchange. And may I request you to please continue your good work. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being present here today. May you have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. De Silva. We now would proceed to open the market, and I kindly invite onto the podium, representing Luminex Ltd, Dr. Harsha De Silva, Chairman, Mr. Ruan Fernando, Managing Director, Mr. Upul Ekamge, Director and Chief Executive Officer. Representing Navara Capital Partners, Mr. Jayasankar Alahendra, Chief Operating Officer. Representing the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Rajiva Bandanayaka, Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Renuka Vijayawardena, Chief Regulatory Officer. Thank you, everyone. May I kindly invite the Chief Executive Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Rajiva Bandanayaka, and Chief Regulatory Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Renuka Vijayawardena, to present the listing certificate and a token of appreciation to Dr. Harsha De Silva, Chairman, Luminex Ltd, and Mr. Ruan Fernando, Managing Director, Luminex Ltd, to accept the listing certificate and the token. Thank you, everyone. With that, we end today's market opening ceremony organized to celebrate the listing of Luminex Ltd. I would like to thank our distinguished guests who graced this occasion.